the thing about
you snitched on yourself. You talking about me snitching on other people? Yeah, like get out of here.
Welcome back to Integrated, where you get the latest news on HypeBeast stuff, gaming, TV, music, and everything you love about the world. I'm with my hosts, Johnny and Ray. Say what up.
You're.
And we have a special guest today, none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Ming Ling Wang.
Ming,
say what up, Ming. Say what up. Say what up.
What's going on, guys? How's it going?
Man, we out here. We about to talk about the latest stuff about Supreme, Jordans, Nike, and all this HypeBeast stuff that's been going on for the past week or so.
Right, let's get to it.
Welcome, Ming. Welcome to our podcast. How you been, bro? How you been?
I've been doing good. Just school's finished now, so just been working, passing the time, flying through places. How about
chilling? We just grinding. We just trying to get everything together and make everything.
John and Ray, how about y'all?
Worthy.
Shit, just trying to get this podcast going.
We got episode 1 up, guys. Check that out.
You haven't already.
Recap.
Yep.
We're this Sunday recording a new episode. Yep. Integrated games. Check it out.
We have integrated games coming. We have integrated movies, and so much more coming for content when it comes to
movies.
Yeah, man.
The integrated nation's coming, baby. Subscribe.
You guys just see in the beginning.
Share,
they just see in the beginning, man. They just see in the beginning. Get ready. We're gonna set up the YouTube channel, the Instagrams, and all these social medias so we can try and grow as a community, grow together, and grow and become great. Because we are integrated.
Exactly. And it all starts with y'all clicking that subscribe button, turning on the notification.
Definitely. Everything support. Any support will go a long way. But thank you, Ming, for coming. We appreciate you. What I want to talk about first was what you showed us not too long ago about a custom you made.
First, I think he should talk about how he started off and like.
That's actually great. So what gave you that inspiration to start making customs? What was the peak? Who are your inspirations? Why did you want to do what you do now?
My main inspirations for any of my customs would have to be Atai and Vandy the Pink, mainly because they use high quality products, very expensive products. They deconstruct them and they remake them into pretty much anything they want. They can remake it into a shoulder bag. If they didn't like a certain clothing item, they can remake that clothing item with different materials that they wanted that the actual producers are making.
Cool.
And, that's what I think that's awesome.
Word. So them being your inspiration, did you how did you find them? Who are these people and are they known for customs?
There is actually a Netflix show. I forgot the name of it, but the main guy owns a store. And he actually went to this guy named Atai and got a customs done on a pair of slides. Because about what the Dunk SBs?
Yep.
He actually wanted a custom with that, but with 3 different brands. So he got MCM, he got Gucci, and Louis all in one slide. And he called them what the slides, pretty much. And that's what I found out about him. And then I found out Vandy the Pink through a friend of mine.
World?
Yeah, yep.
Slobby's World.
Yeah, there we go. Slobby's World, yeah.
Word.
I was watching that out, and then he mentioned it, and it was crazy. I mean, to be honest, you learn a lot through him because he just nitpicks at different garage sales. He makes a huge profit of half the stuff he makes. He bought a $15 shirt, able to sell for $200 to the right buyer, so it's insane.
Yeah, cool.
Insane.
Everybody got their customer, they got their own set, so you could buy a shirt for $10, but somebody will pay.
It's all about the hustle. You gotta find the right buyer.
Yeah, exactly. Sure. What was your first custom and what was your inspiration for that first custom?
My first custom was actually on a pair of ones. I got the inspiration off a pair of shattered backboards, and then considering they were originally the orange peel Gatorade ones, had a clear sole, so I was kind of going with an off-white look to it. So I actually detached all the swooshing on it, repainted it all with some Angelus, and then I re-sewed on a bigger Nike swoosh with the black leather on it. Actually came out pretty nice, actually.
Nice.
It wasn't wearable. Considering it was my first custom, I didn't know what I was exactly doing, so I didn't prep or any of that stuff. I took 2 steps and it paint started cracking.
Word.
So definitely a learning curve, and
it's a learning. Everything's a learning experience when it comes to especially how you make customs and stuff, and the different types of paints you use.
Exactly. And I'm glad they were just a pair of beaters because
invest in, like the guy you were saying, chopping up some Supreme stuff.
Expensive Supreme too at that.
Exactly. Like you can't just buy.
It's gonna hit your wallet a little more when they start cracking on you.
Exactly. You can't go out there buy a $2,000 item and just expect greatness to come out of it. You can just mess up a piece in general.
But like I said before, like I said many times, all it takes is one custom for you to make something that everybody likes.
Exactly.
So, Kev, talk to us about these slides you got on right now.
Well, as y'all call them, the slave ones.
The slave ones.
These slides are actually originally an UGG slide that just came out this year. They're called the UGG Doom slides. I liked the look on the side. When I got them, though, I wasn't happy about how blank it was on this portion of it.
Right?
Yeah, so I used my Supreme duffel bag strap, and I cut the Supreme out of it. I measured it onto the actual flap where I needed it, and I used my sewing machine and I stitched it all together. And then, considering the strap had a little Supreme tag on it, I took that off and I printed it right there on the little tab right there.
With the Velcro's at,
cool. Yeah. Exactly, the Velcro's at.
So you invested into the Supreme bag, used the Supreme bag straps to make, I guess you could say a design or whatever on the slides, and basically made something that you liked, and you enjoyed the process of making that, correct?
What I have a question is the Supreme bag still usable?
Yeah, it's still 100% usable. The strap was only something you put on your shoulder, but I noticed I wasn't really using the strap, besides just maybe walk out the door for like a minute.
So it's just like extra stuff that you use.
Exactly.
So because with duffel bags you have the long strap that you throw over your shoulder, and then you have the strap where you can carry on the side with your hand. Mm-hmm. So the long strap is what you use to cut that?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
No, I definitely didn't take it on my whole Supreme bag, because then I'd make that useless, and I actually like that bag. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I really just got rid of the strap. I wasn't using it as much, and to be honest, the handles are right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Considering Supreme and talking about Supreme lately has been dry for the past few weeks, and just recently, yesterday, they finally brought back, after like 3 weeks of dryness, they brought a good week. They had some heat. They had some S logo shorts, the water shorts, the biggest sorcery, the water gun.
The water gun was dope.
The keychain.
Super so good.
It was dope. I just wish that the Supreme on the big little tube on top of the water gun was
they made it like
white.
the keychain, right?
Keychain,
the keychain, the Supreme writing was white.
Exactly. If they incorporated that into the actual big gun, I think it would have looked a lot better, because in all honesty, it looks plain. From a distance, you're not gonna know.
Yeah, nobody's gonna know.
I saw this guy on Instagram make it as a flamethrower.
What the fuck?
That's actually pretty cool.
He made the thing as a flamethrower, so he must have put like gasoline inside.
If I were ever to buy that thing, I would literally I would tape everything off except Supreme, and I'd just paint that white.
Definitely. I think
you even got the little keychains.
Yeah, they did.
But the keychains actually work.
Yeah, it works.
So you can be like,
actually shoot it with the water.
Yeah. One of the main products that dropped yesterday that I was more interested in, but I didn't cop anything, was the S logo track jacket. That caught my attention.
That jacket was actually pretty fly.
That jacket was tough.
And also had a pair of pants to complement it too.
Yeah, the shorts.
I thought those were nice. And I already knew off rip, as soon as it said Supreme on the side of those shorts, it was gonna sell out immediately.
Oh, definitely.
It did.
Those shorts were shorts killed it this week. But the main thing that was an issue was shocking to everybody, especially the fellow HypeBeast in the community. Supreme dropped 2.5 minutes late yesterday.
And to be honest, I think they did that purposely.
I don't think they did.
I think they did it purposely based on the fact that they've been having a lot of complaints and backlash through the community about bots.
But why? But that's the thing, because...
Well, think about it. If you set a bot to a certain time to buy something, if the bot is already out of that time, guess what? That leaves more room for people who are actually buying.
But you could set it for like 10 minutes.
But that's the thing. When it comes to bots, because I've used the bot before and I've watched YouTubers use bots.
Yeah.
What?
I'll be honest with you. I've used the bot before.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But it wasn't the best.
Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Experience I had, it was shitty. But
you shouldn't be judged on that. If you want something, you really want it.
Yeah, you invest in a bot.
Like 200% plus resell on it. It's, Yeah,
you do what you can, but
exactly.
Like I was saying, the bots, you're able to, it detects the site into it uploads. So what I notice when it comes to using bots is it keeps refreshing until the item that you have, the keyword, that's what it is, the keyword.
Yeah.
Once it detects that word, that's when it starts adding to cart. So it can refresh for hours until you turn it off, or until it drops or it sells out.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that. I just thought, like you said, at a certain time drop, considering because Supreme is like the most consistent site for that. I just figured that's how it was. But all right, that's something new I learned.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like a lot of live cops that I was watching yesterday, especially in EU and Europe, they were having issues with the card declines. That's really the main thing for Supreme right now is card declines, laggy site. And for a company that sells out almost all of their product
easily
and make millions to damn near billions, maybe. Yeah. I don't even know if they're building out a company yet, but I'm sure they are.
Nah, probably not.
Nah,
millions,
not, to be honest,
high millions.
With the quantity they have, a lot of the stuff they sell mainly, especially at their New York store, is just small items. Like
it's not all about being millionaire. It's about profit.
Exactly.
But how much are they selling the shirts for versus how much it's gonna cost them?
Right. But you gotta also think about how many Supreme stores are in the world.
Yeah, but
compared to like Walmart's in the world
exactly.
and like
I understand
Nike.
that, but I'm sure that Supreme is making these products like that damn S logo track jacket. They could easily get a track jacket, a red track jacket,
throw on
a screen S logo, and it's like boom. What's that called? $20.
But that's also what I want to talk to you about. Is also like, how do you feel about Supreme right now? Just knowing that such a simple branding could like inspire hundreds of millions of people around the world. Like people like. Literally, Supreme is actually, for me, I feel like it's almost known just as McDonald's is. Like, everyone in the world kind of knows what that M means.
I don't know, Kev.
I don't know. I think...
Because if you ask a starving kid in Korea Supreme,
you're
going to be like, man, I want some McDonald's.
Probably mean like more developed.
I know what you mean.
Considering how simple
I feel like they have their fan base that
like overhyped 20 years.
You know?
Supreme, the thing about, this is my opinion on Supreme, and people are going to hate it and people are going to love it, and honestly... I don't give a fuck. The thing about Supreme and the way I look at Supreme is when you think of Supreme, you think of resale. I don't care what anybody says.
No, it's true. Like I've watched YouTubers before, and it kind of pisses me off when they say this, but they literally says like, "Well, I gotta keep the lights on." You know damn well you did not cop all these shoes or this and that to keep the lights on.
Exactly.
Right? You know what I mean? Like this dude living in his mom's fucking basement. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And if you're making it as a living,
yeah. If you're a YouTuber and you're buying product like say Supreme and make a video out of it, boom, you good.
Oh, yeah,
that's investing. That's how I look at it. You're
yeah.
investing into your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're making content for yourself and you're gaining money from that content. But my point here is. There's people that knew Supreme way back when, like for instance, Jonathan knew Supreme way before all these people started getting onto the train and started going OD on resale. When resale was actually high, like when literally you go to a Supreme store and you go to resell it, it was like double his profit no matter what the product was.
Oh yeah, because Supreme. I mean,
but in my opinion,
what happened?
StockX killed that.
Oh, it did easily because like it was one of those things where like it kind of gave people that ease saying like, okay, I don't have to go crazy for it. I can just pay a little bit of resale, or maybe just bid on the item and get it for that price that I want it.
So I think it's like once it's exclusive, it makes it popular, right? Not a lot of people can get it, you know what I'm saying? But when StockX starts coming in and you can get the things you want,
and they're not as exclusive,
and the fact that it's getting so big that there's like way more fakes out than there was ever before. It kind of kills it all. Like, you got all these kids wearing fake-ass stuff, and it kills the real stuff.
It does kill the real stuff, but
I think that's what StockX is for.
The thing is, the main people who buy the products that people really want today are resellers. You can't. There's no way around it. Yeah. Like, there's a couple lucky people that get it and they actually wear the item, but 99% of the time, straight off rip, on the day it comes out, StockX is like the first place to get anything because all the resellers, they're like, okay, I got it in my cart, let me resell it.
Right.
But literally every reseller, like every main reseller that I've heard, like through an interview or whatever, they all have like a mixed emotion about podcasts. They hate it because the fact that they can't get high value and stuff. But then it's like, what the fuck? I can't get my high value, but I can still quick sell it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, to be honest, for me, I feel like StockX just killed places like Flight Club, Stadium Goods, because I'm sorry, but Flight Club, their prices are ridiculous in my opinion. Like,
OD.
It's honestly insane. Like right now, they're selling the UNCs. Well, I don't think the UNCs, but the blue Air Force Ones that Virgil just dropped.
Oh yeah.
They're selling for about $1,500 to almost $1,800 on Flight Club, but when you go on StockX, anywhere from $900 to like $1,100.
Oh no, I have to disagree with you on that, Kev.
Wait, why is it higher now?
StockX, they at like 15 right now.
15?
15 to 16. I looked at it like earlier today. which is funny that you bring those up because not only is that shoe did not come out on Nike.com yet or Nike sneakers app.
No.
That shoe was like the biggest shock drop ever when it came to being on Off-White. Oh. And when they dropped that at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think it was 3 o'clock in the morning.
And actually sold out 3 o'clock in the morning too.
Which is what's crazy. Is because the measures that people go to buy a certain product, knowing that they can sell it.
It's all about Virgil's track record. Think about it. Every shoe that's come out so far is in that $800 to like $2,000 to $3,000 range.
And if it's not, it's gonna get there.
It's gonna get there eventually. Like
for instance,
I forgot what came out. Okay, the green Air Force One started off at $300 to $340. They were there for like almost 2 weeks.
Green Air Forces.
Yeah, they're like a neon green Air Force One.
Oh, got you. Yep.
After like 3 or 4 weeks, now they're up to like $700 to $800, and they're just gonna keep rising up because I think after this year, Virgil's done.
I think I said that last year.
Yeah, I don't think he's done.
Wasn't it last year when
you know why? You know why I don't think he's done?
Why?
Because he's making money.
Well, Nike's making money, that's true, but I mean, I don't know, but I think he's done. Cause I'm sorry, but the shoes that he's been releasing with Nike lately just look
like the new ones coming out.
I don't know what those like. I really don't know the name of the ones that have like the spikes on it.
Trash.
I think they're disgusting, but people are actually buying them. And
of course
people
they're gonna
will buy it just because of the name, though.
Yeah, just because it says Off-White on it, people are gonna buy it. Even if it doesn't even have high resale, it's still gonna sell for retail.
Oh, easily.
It's selling out off Nike. It's selling out Off-White, and honestly, it's trash.
Yeah, and
it's trash.
Yeah, to be honest, it's a funny thing to say about the whole resale thing because like even if like someone buys it just to have it, there's a lot of people that just buy shoes for like art, for decoration.
Oh, of course.
Like the new super Virgils that he dropping.
Yeah.
So these SBs that Ray's showing us on his iPad, where they just showed these pictures not too long ago, probably like this week, like around Monday or Tuesday, and one pair looks like a low version of the UNC ones. And the other looks like, I'm not even gonna hold you, it looks like a fucked up Freddy Krueger SB.
It just looked like someone had a pair of like the reverse shark SBs and spray painted orange on some of the panels.
They look like shit. The orange pair looks like shit.
They look horrible. And I'm just upset about it because not just the colorway looks bad on both of them because the white isn't even completely white. There's like splats of like yellow. Like it looks like it's been used or something like that.
It looks like piss.
It really does. And like... what makes it worse is that SBs are just so nice and classic. There's no need to add more to it. He put lacing all around the
shoe. You know what makes it worse? In my group, in the group that I'm in, people were actually saying, fire emojis. This shit is tough.
It's like, not. I'm sorry,
dude,
but like
these are not tough.
But hey, that's all relative.
That
like,
lace, that lace structure, horrendous.
It is horrendous.
Horrendous.
Yeah, but people say the same thing about Yeezys.
But they
don't like the way Yeezys look. You know what I'm saying?
But like the laces are having a purpose. Those orange laces, that's more design.
Yeah, but what's
you also got the blue laces.
And what about the zip tie? That's for design too.
But the laces have always been a big thing.
But the thing about the zip tie, that's Off-White's like logo. That's like its iconic.
Did you see his runway?
Nah, I didn't.
Did you see his runway, Kev?
I saw a little bit of it, but I just kind of like phased off because I'm not into Fashion Week like that, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel you. His runway though, he had a lot of like floral designs, actual live floral into his like clothes and shit like that. It was pretty cool, the shit he had. But like that being said, he just does things out of the box. You won't expect it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who else is doing stuff like this? Who else is making shoes like this?
My boy Ming.
No.
Yeah, my boy Ming.
I mean, Ming is the next up, but besides that, Yeezy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The next pair of customs I want to make is a pair of white Air Force Ones. I actually want to make them based off kind of like engineering because I seen this post, and instead of shoelaces, there's actually nuts and bolts that screw together to tighten up the shoe. I thought that was pretty cool.
Did you see the picture, or you followed those guys, the blueprint?
Yeah, like
I told you guys. You saw the black Nikes that he was making. He was customizing. Yeah, he was like moving the swish around or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. He was doing some stuff with it.
I mean, the design was alright, but to me it was a little mediocre in my opinion. Because anyone can do that.
But it's funny because
the whole stapling on it, I'm just like...
The kid who was doing it is kind of like this popular kid around campus. So when he brought him to the club, everyone was jocking him. Everyone was just jocking him, and I'm just like,
I was looking at them, and it was so mediocre. All they did was remove the swoosh, and he stapled the swoosh onto the actual gum sole and stuff like that. Yeah. And Nike actually has a pair that looks just like those. They're called the Jesters, where like the swoosh is actually on the actual midsole.
Oh, so the thing is with the kid is though he I guess he went to this like Nike conference where it was like a Nike ID conference.
Yeah.
And he snagged, he AKA stole a bunch of swishes, like custom swishes. So that's what he was trying to put on those black Nikes.
John just snitched on this dude.
That's crazy.
I ain't say his name.
He ain't got no name.
Well, back to Virgil.
Yeah, back to Virgil, cause
Virgil about to start
nah,
naming everybody.
Nah,
talking all that shit.
Not only did they showed those SBs, those are supposed to actually release. I want to touch a little bit upon at that show. It was the show in I think Chicago, where he displayed all the the shoes that he wasn't releasing. That, like prototypes. Like the prototype.
Like he had yellow.
Oh, and he showed the Yeezus prototype, album cover prototypes.
Yeah.
You saw that one
Yeah.
too?
He was with Kanye there, but
mainly all the J's and Nikes in general that he was supposed to release. Like he had a pair of the off-white ones, but they were like yellow.
They're yellow and white. But what I wanna focus more on was the off-white Jordan 4s.
And the 3s, there was a pair of 3s there.
There was a 3s there?
Yeah.
I didn't see the 3s.
I think there was a pair of 3s there, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, I don't think there was 3s.
Nah.
But I know there was 4s.
Yeah, there was definitely 4s.
And those 4s, in all honesty, if I really want to be serious and I want to be completely honest here, they was a miss for me.
You hyped it like that. You hyped it like that.
Yeah, cause you know what, like
they wasn't just
they like Ray, bring up the picture so we can look at it. But I'm gonna try to explain it. Just look up off-white Jordan 4s and I'll show you what it is. But basically, to explain it a little bit more, it literally looked like a beat ass pair of Bread 4s.
It really did.
That's like these. They look like they've been pissed on. The other ones we just saw, they look like pissed on, kicked in the mud.
Yeah, but like Virgil's the original 10, came out perfect, and I was just like, that's awesome. He used a bunch of translucent materials, durable materials, and he used a lot of foam.
No.
The fact that he now is just like using the regular shoe and just putting different color tones on it, it's killing it for me because it just doesn't look good.
Yeah, that's what I feel about Jordans in general, though. Like, even those Supreme Jordans that we had looked at earlier, like they're just like I just can't buy the same shoes over and over just in different colors.
For me, it's dying. Like that's why Yeezys became so hyped because it was something new.
That's true about Yeezys too. It's becoming the same thing though. Just the 350s.
It is, and eventually they'll die too.
Yeah, for sure.
So
release different ones.
We have the picture of what Virgil unveiled. It's basically something damn near similar to this.
Shit.
And it looks like a Bread 4 with an all red sole. And the
exclusive shoelace though, the shoelace design, that's what make it right there.
Yeah, but the shoelace had every off-white shoe.
You know what? Like what we're talking about right here is something a lot of people are complaining about is the fact that there's not a lot of like creativity and originality when it comes to his shoes. He's pretty much just taken up an already made, thing and just putting his take on it.
Simple. Right. Let me. I don't know what the hell.
I mean, it looks cool, but certain ones actually stand out.
Let me tell you why Virgil, or how, in my opinion, why Virgil got so big when it came to the Nike with the top 10.
Yeah.
His inspiration was deconstruction and like how the shoe looks before final production.
Yeah.
And so basically, like if you was to make a prototype of a shoe and just put all the pieces together before you actually craft the shoe, that's what the shoe would look like. So that's why when you look at, for instance, the Off-White one or the Off-White Presto.
Well, yeah, because they had exposed foam, exposed material.
Exactly. Everything was exposed. And then it showed like, quote-unquote foam, quote-unquote air, quote-unquote, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what
like
you
it
mean.
shows like what the damn material
pretty much like
was.
his signature design is the quote.
That's original. Nobody would have thought about releasing a shoe that looks like a prototype.
That's true, but like if you look at his actual line, like Off-White itself, there's nothing crazy about those shoes.
Like look at that. Like Ray right here has up the all black Off-White Presto.
Yeah, a pair you have actually.
Which I have in my closet, not to flex, but like we're looking at it and the shoe is clean. It's all black.
Nah, that shit trash.
It's not trash.
That tongue looks horrendous though.
But that's my point here
it's
is
supposed to look stupid. That's what it is.
It's supposed
Not
to look
stupid, but it's supposed to look that way.
It's supposed to look.
It's supposed to look wrecked.
Exactly. It's supposed to look deconstructed, distressed. That's the word I've been trying to get.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be. It looked distressed, but that really set it off for Virgil. And then when he started coming out with these Zoom flies that didn't really have much touch to a Zoom fly.
Yeah.
The black and pink, the black ones and then the pink ones, there was not much to it. This guy, and then he released what was next after that. After the Zoom flies.
Forgot. To be honest, I don't even know the order they came out.
Yeah, like it's like I think after the Zoom flies, everything's just been going downhill. But getting off the topic.
Yeah, to be honest, I actually wanted to go back to Supreme and like finishing up on that. You remember how I asked like how you feel about Supreme? You said that like something about that, like it's great, and like there's a resale for it. There's like the market out there for it. For me, I feel like Supreme has gotten to a point where like it's not even like a store you can just walk in anymore. You can't just walk in a store, grab something you want, and leave. There's literally people at the front door. There's lines that'll probably be there for like 4 or 5 hours, and there's a lot of fights. They literally actually because I actually went there one day on a Thursday, and I was actually the third person in line with a friend of mine, with a friend of mine in the Supreme line, and like there's a police officer right there. Offer it was a police officer in the front door. There's 2 guys.
Were you able to get in?
Yeah, we got in.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure we cut a lot of people though, because like the guy told us to go to the line back there. We got to the line, and then we realized that there was a line on the street before or after that there was actually a whole line there waiting. So when that when we realized that, we actually just stayed there. We just stood quiet. We're like, okay, let's not say anything because I'm not trying to get kicked out of the line.
And you bringing up the line situation and stuff like that, and not being able to go into the store and just getting any product. It's funny because how time changes and how everything evolves and everything like that, and how the brand evolved.
Yeah.
When we were in LA when visiting Ray, when he was out there, we went into the Supreme store and John bought the Joan of Arc tee like nothing. We bought hats like nothing.
The thing is that Cali though is like known for like more stuff. Like they have Antisocial Social Club there. They have Babe kind of in that same area like Melrose.
Shit, we walked down right next to Supreme was
Flight Club.
Flight Club and
Flight
it was
Club
right
the
there
everything was there. Our
we
Future,
in,
everything was there.
Yeah.
And that brings me to the point where, what do you think? Like this is the big like debate here. What do you think? What state do you think is the mecca of hypebeast? New York or LA? Or LA? Sorry, California. I didn't mean to.
No.
New York is upstate. There's
New
York City.
New York City
or
LA.
When it comes to fashion, New York. When it comes to like where stuff really comes from, I have to say Cali because like a lot of the stuff comes from Cali these days. A lot of like new shops and clothing brands that come up are mainly from Cali. I mean that's just how I feel about it.
There are a lot of brands are based out of Cali, and then they obviously expand. For instance, like the Hundreds.
Because it's hard to get into New York. Like you can't just start up a store there and expect
definitely
it.
not.
Like, it's hard.
I think it's also based on like weather too. Like I mean, over there in California,
they got
it's like
shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah, summer all year long, and over
but
here
I mean,
in the
just
East
like
Coast,
in Cali,
Tim's. You wear Tim's half the year. Like you're not wearing Prestos for half year.
The thing about our side of the country and their side of the country is, to them 65-degree weather is cold as fuck. To us, that's short sleeve weather in my opinion. I could wear a short sleeve in 65-degree weather and we'll be fine.
Yeah.
To them, they're freezing. They're cold.
All right, so I got a question then. What do you think is next after Supreme or after, you know what I'm saying, after all this stuff that's coming out, after Virgil?
What's the next top dog?
Who's next?
What's next? What do you guys think?
Want me to be honest with you?
What?
Supreme not going nowhere.
Supreme isn't. It's gonna be here for a while, and
but
there's also a decline too, because like Supreme at this point they feel like they can collaborate with anything, but they really can't. I mean Birkenstock, you seen that?
Yeah,
They wanted to make a collaboration with Birkenstock, and the co-CEO was just like, no, it's not gonna happen because,
basically Birkenstock views Supreme as all they do is just put logos on and sell it.
Yeah,
they do.
and it's true. And basically,
not like they're adding anything.
Basically, Birkenstock was saying how like that's not the right way to market or to make
That's
products.
also not the right way to collaborate.
Yeah, it's like
you're just putting your logo on top of something else.
On top of our sandal, because Birkenstock is known for their sandals.
Yeah,
and the price on it.
Yeah, it's like it's just, I guess Birkenstock just felt like it was a disgrace to even come to me for that.
The co-CEO said something about like there's little to gain in being perceived as another classic brand on the trendy fashion like punch list, because that's how I feel like Supreme just has all these people as like they just have them on a list saying, okay, we're gonna do this around this time, and they're gonna do Nike and North Face around the winter time, because that's really how it is. Like think about it, Birkenstock summer's coming up, they did a collaboration that's huge, sell out immediately and it'd be huge and resale would be insane. But then he also said like it's just all about clout chasing, and like to the CEO it was just like straight prostitution in that way, because it was just like, okay, you're gonna slap Supreme on my sandals and what, that's gonna make my brand go up? No, it's gonna make that specific collaboration go up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and
but it could be an upside to that though, because if, for instance, Birkenstock does do a collab with Supreme, people buy it, they like their sandals. Obviously, people are not gonna buy another fucking pair of Supreme Birkenstocks. They'll buy a regular pair of Birkenstocks.
Yeah, but
which can potentially have a uprise in their I guess you could say sales.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like people's always talk down on Birkenstock though, because they think
like, you sure you want these? And she was like, yeah, they're cute. This and the third. But when she threw them on, they were cute. They're cute on girls. I've seen mad girls look cute on,
those look like some Jesus slips.
But to be honest, I just feel like Birkenstock took that first hit at a major brand, because they were talking about how like they were unimpressed by the long lines that Supreme just boasts outside its stores on Thursday drop days, and he pretty much said like, if I put a bouncer outside of the doors on a Saturday and regulate letting people in, I too could have a queue outside. You know what I mean? Like,
no, Papa.
No, it's sad because like when I went,
it, Papa. These look used.
no,
these look sweaty.
To be honest, like that really hit me hard when I saw that Birkenstock said that, because when I went to Supreme for the first time and I got out of the line, I realized all the stores around Supreme were dead. Diamond Supply Co. dead, and Diamond Supply Co. is I think like one store away from Supreme. No one inside, nobody just standing outside wait. Like everything was at Supreme.
You know why?
Why is that?
Because you could buy Diamond Supply at Zoomies. You can buy Diamond Supply.
That's true, but I'm saying though, like
everywhere.
I just feel like.
Where can you buy Supreme? At Supreme.
Only at
StockX.
StockX,
but that's resale.
Yeah, that's resale.
But like that hit me hard, because it's like, what he's saying is true. Like that's pretty much just adding on to the trendy punch list, and like what's gonna be next? What he's gonna do? Supreme to do a collaboration with Off-White or something? Like that'd be insane.
Ooh, that
if
would
Supreme,
sell out.
I'm gonna.
No.
Let me get into this one real quick, because Ray's sitting here saying it's gonna sell out this, that, and the third. But you know what? I feel like that's just. I don't think. In all honesty, I don't think anything is gonna get bigger than when the foams came out with the Supreme. Why? Dude, Supreme had people in front of their lines, like thousands of people in front of their store 2 days prior.
So you telling me if he dropped the freaking Off-White Prestos again,
no,
but you know how the Nike logo is orange, and he put a Supreme little logo on the tag?
They won't.
You silly.
They won't. You know why? I don't think they won't.
I don't think they can do that, to be honest.
Well, if they did a collab.
Branding rights. It's branding rights.
True. Yeah, but I don't think they won't.
Because that's 3 brands in one. Like, I don't think you could do all that. I don't know. I think it's possible, but I think it'd be like more of just like a...
So what is your take on Nike at the moment? Like, how do you feel Nike is doing, like...
I don't know.
Recently, like what they've been
all
dropping.
All the new shoes that's been coming out, it's been popping for like about a month, and then it goes down. Like the Element 55s, like those Elements that came out like last year.
I have a pair of those, yeah.
Like they were like crazy, like the one.
Oh no, not Element 55. Sorry about that.
No, I forgot the name of them. Not the Element 55.
The Nike Reacts.
Yeah, those like when they first dropped the black and the clear ones with the cork insoles.
The Bones.
Yeah, like those were like insane when they first dropped, but like they died down immediately.
Yeah.
What about the Self-Lace shoes?
Oh,
you think that's gonna be something later on?
Which one?
Later on, but as of right
now, the new ones that they like the
basketball ones.
Yeah, the B&Bs.
There's the basketball ones. Then there's the There's the
Hyper Adapt.
The Adapts. Yep. The Hyper Adapts.
Those look nice. Like
the
those
hyper
is rockable.
Well, the thing is,
Everyday shoes.
they're still trying to figure it all out, in my opinion.
But that could be like the next wave.
Yeah, eventually every brand is gonna hop on that electric lacing wave because
even Adidas did one.
Adidas
or Reebok, one of them did one.
Nah,
Adidas has done Futurecraft, and that's actually becoming a general release now. You can actually go on footlocker.com and buy Futurecraft.
Futurecraft is basically they make the shoe out of 4D.
It's just super expensive.
3D printing.
Yeah, it's just super expensive right now because I haven't found a way to like mass produce it.
But my thing on Nike is they recently just dropped their like third shoe with OBJ. I don't know if you've seen that, the Air Max 270s.
No, I haven't seen those.
I'm gonna show you them real quick, but my take on Nike giving athletes all these shoes to design or whatever.
When it comes to OBJ, all I've been seeing is like up-tempo type of vibes.
The OBJ dropped a nasty ass Nike utility that was yellow, all yellow, trash. And mind you, OBJ is one of my favorite football players. And basically, he dropped that, and then he dropped a low Air Force One that was gray and had some green to it. Yeah. And then he dropped these 270s here. And I understand OBJ is one of those dudes that likes to be open and like he likes exotic colors.
These are 720s.
That's what they are?
Yeah, 720s.
Yeah. 720s.
I couldn't tell.
I said 270s.
But
yeah,
720s.
Yeah, they real bright.
The 720s were
really, really prideful.
They got the highlighters.
I'm gonna be straight up. These ain't it.
No,
these are really prideful.
Not.
These ain't
it's
it.
Pride Month.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I don't know, but to me.
Yeah, shout out to all the people. Pride Month. I know a few.
Yeah, we're supporters.
I know a few in this podcast.
I know a few in this podcast, right?
Nah,
but I do know a few.
Playboy.
Shout out to you guys. All love.
Facts.
But back
like, comment, subscribe.
Honestly though, I feel like 720 is one of the biggest flops because I don't know if you noticed, but the heel in the back is too big that your foot actually slides down a little and gets like squished into the toe box. I actually sold my pair because of that because it was just getting uncomfortable to wear.
So Nike is.
I think they're just experimenting right now.
They are, but like they should experiment to like a certain extent because like these shoes aren't cheap and like
that's true.
They're like $180 and like within like 2 or 3 months they're already dropped to $134 on retail stores.
So there was two releases that recently just happened. No, one release that happened and then there's one future release that I want to talk about. The one that just recently released not too long ago, probably about a week or two ago, was the Sacai. The Sacai Blazers and the Sacai waffles. I don't know if you know what those are.
I know Sacai, but I don't know the shoes that came out.
They're like they basically put like a bunch of different material, bunch of the same material on the shoe, and bring up a picture, right?
All right, 1 second.
So the thing about Sacai is like they just throw a bunch of different materials on it. Like here, Ray bring it up right now, and they made 4 different pairs, but right now we're looking at the 2 Blazers that they dropped. One is black and blue with white colorway, and the other one is like the Packer type colorway. It's red and yellow
colorway
with navy blue. And as you can see, they have 2 tongues, and then they have 2 different sets of laces, and then 2 swooshes. And then if you look at the back of the sole closely, they just have a bunch of different, like, of the same material just stacked on each other.
They really do.
And it looks crazy.
Yeah, it looks like a Call of Duty logo.
But if you want me to be, like, I'll be honest with you, I really like that blue colorway because it's different. It's something if you can throw on correct, like, right, it was just dope. Look at that shit.
But to be honest, the hardest part with all these collaborations is that, like, they're so color coordinated that what are you going to wear it with? You know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna wear that with? Because they're so color coordinated. Like a lot of these, like, really hype releases.
I would throw on a black tee with that and call it a day.
Yeah, some people could. I mean, even if you want to be really stand out, wear crazy
buy a Supreme blue shirt.
But like, there's also too much hype. You don't want to be wearing like a Supreme shirt, Supreme pants, and then like a pair of Off-Whites. That's too much.
That HypeBeast shit.
That's too
hype. I kind of did that for my birthday, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I did have like a whole. I had the Capone Noriega shirt with the fucking TNF fleece, and then I had some off-whites on it. It was OD. But it was because it was my birthday.
Nah, I mean, that's fine. I mean, obviously wear what you want, but like that's actually like a big thing is that like when it comes to wearing like some really hype stuff, you can't just have a ton of hype things on at once. You gotta like kind of dilute it with something else.
So talking about hype stuff that Nike really made a big deal lately. I don't know if you guys watched it or seen it, but they basically made a big deal about their Stranger Things collab. Nike is having a Stranger Things. Nike and Stranger Things are having a collab, and they made a whole big deal about it, like with the whole video and like this whole backstory. Like you was able to call a cell phone number, and like they'll tell you about it, give you coordinates, and basically you put those coordinates on the map, and it gives you a location, and that was like supposed to be like a pop-up shop or whatever, and they were showing it whatever. But the one thing about this collab is they have apparel, and then they have a bunch of different shoes, and they have two sides of it. They have a 4th of July side, and then they have they're like
upside
green,
down,
like a green side. Like I don't know what the green side is
the
called.
Different worlds and
yeah. So basically, the
show's
show's coming back on 4th of July. Yep. What season is it, Ray? 3. So I see where the 4th of July theme comes into play, and then I think the other side of it is like a green and orange type theme. I don't know if it has anything to do with the show because I don't watch the show.
Probably the upside down.
Yeah, and it has a mosquito on it.
That's probably something new.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
That's probably
you see
the Hawk and High.
Yeah, exactly. So they have like their logo of the high school or whatever, and I like the Blazers, the white, the green and white ones, the green with the orange, but in all honesty, for it being a Stranger Things collab, I think they could have done way better.
Considering how crazy the show is, yes.
Exactly.
True, but the era in the show was like the early 80s. Or
I know that.
Like a throwback.
If you're incorporating
like the classics.
Yeah. Cause I know one of the characters wear Cortez's.
Yeah.
I think it's the kid with the hat.
Yeah.
I don't know his name. I don't watch the show.
I could see that, but like just in reality, we're in 2019 now, and just considering how crazy shoes have become these days and how crazy the show is itself, this shit went all out with this.
But I also think that now everybody's trying to work to make things simpler now.
These are selling out.
Everybody want to be simpler now. Like nobody
like simplicity.
It's all about quantity.
Yeah.
If they release 1 million pairs of those, do you think they sell out?
Yes.
You really believe that?
Yes.
I don't know.
You know why?
Because you got the Nike fan base and you got the Stranger Things fan base.
And the Stranger Things fan base.
That's true, but look at Game of Thrones.
Huge, dude.
The Game of Thrones sold out.
Yeah, but they're not. Yeah, but resale's horrible.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck about resale? Resale. Adidas made their money. That's it.
That's true. But I'm saying though, like when it comes to like hype, I don't see it behind.
Hype. The Blazers, I think, are gonna do good.
Yeah, I mean they are Blazers.
The Cortezes, not so much.
When the show drop, they'll do good because look, they in the show.
Exactly.
So
but I mean,
people will want to buy them
just
to play them as a character.
Like the whole classics back in the 80s era is coming back.
That is true. So we can wrap it up. I have one final question for all you guys. With all the drops coming out, Supreme coming up to its final few weeks of their season, their spring-summer season, Nike and Jordan are releasing a bunch of different shoes, Off-Whites, Jordans, Jordan 1s. Is there anything that you guys are hoping for or planning on copying in the near future if it is a release or maybe something that you're going to cop off a resale?
I could say I'm kind of hoping for Supreme to drop some stuff that they haven't announced yet. Things that like any collabs that are just like in secret still and people don't know about it.
They announced TNF last week.
Yeah, I saw that, but it's I want to see
like
something new. Yeah, exactly. And Nike collabs are kind of given too, but like you said earlier, it'd be tough to have a Off-White collab. It'd be crazy, or like another Bape collab.
When that Louis Vuitton drop, it was so limited that only VIPs that spent like almost a certain amount could actually be able to buy those luxury items.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think they'll ever have an Off-White collab, and it's only because of politics.
I just don't think Off-White's gonna last that long. Like, I give it maybe 10, 15 years. I think it's gonna die off, to be honest.
I feel like Off-White will eventually evolve into something bigger.
I don't think it's gonna be no Louis.
It ain't no Ralph stuff. It ain't Ralph level.
There's a bunch of Off-White stuff already on sale.
Virgil's already with Louis. He's the head designer for
I know that, but his official brand, that I feel like Off-White itself as a brand is gonna die down.
Nike won't let it die.
I feel like if he keeps it limited, it'll ride a wave because since it's like Supreme, the wave is dying because it's not limited no more.
Well, in fashion,
everyone can get it.
They make more product.
Everyone got the bags now. Everyone got, you know what I'm saying? Everyone got everything. So it's like it's not as limited anymore.
So what do you plan on copying in the near future, Kev?
For me, to be honest, there's two things. The main thing I really wanted from Supreme was the Nike hooded sports jacket, which I'll show you guys right here, the green one specifically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I really wanted this.
Didn't Drake have that one, right? Drake
he did have it on.
Did he? I don't know. I just love like the material,
tough.
like the stitching, the quilt, like how they have the diamond quilt pattern. Like I just thought that was like that's nice as fuck.
It's like an OG throwback.
You know what I mean? And it looks good.
Back to the old school top. Everybody want to get back to the classics.
Even the Jordans, the Supreme Jordans.
I mean, new stuff these days are so plain and super expensive. Like these new Nike jackets, all they do is throw like a big Nike swoosh on there or just like a big Nike patch there, and that's it. You know, like with old stuff, you have different layers of material.
It just looks dope.
It just looks good. It looks good.
And I don't know if you guys heard Jonathan bring up those Jordan 14s. Them shits were trash too by Supreme.
Yeah.
Them rhinestones, not the wave. Them shits trash. But going on to you, Ray, do you plan on copying anything? I know you've been wanting them damn acronym Prestos for like the longest.
I don't know. I want to try I want to try the future. So I want to.
You want to try the auto lacing ones, the adapts. Yeah,
I just want them to bring out an all black one because I don't like white soles.
Yeah.
It's just then you gotta maintain it.
Also, I want to see those less bulky. I want to see them like more athletic. Like
they do have athletic.
It would be insane to see them bring back the Rochers with that or something, like, you know what I'm saying, with the Adapt 3.0, 4.0, you know what I'm saying, something new.
The thing about Rochers, it's literally a sew and a woven
it's a woven net.
Yeah, woven net.
Think about having to adapt to that. That'll make them insane.
But is there really? I mean, that's the thing. They have the BB pair, which is the basketball pair that they have.
True.
And you basically use an app to auto lace it. Like you literally either can use the app to auto lace them, or you can press the buttons on the side. And from what I hear, they're basically like a woven upper. Like they need the upper to be.
They're pretty much a Roshi.
Yeah, they're pretty much Roshi, and what I've heard is that they're actually very fucking lightweight. They're very lightweight.
They're only gonna get better. They're only gonna get better
both
too.
Because the original self lacing shoes, the first one that originally released for like $500. They had like the little they actually had the magnet right here for charging them right here.
Yeah.
Obviously those are new ones, but the old ones are actually super heavy.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, the old one and
even the Air Mags, them people probably heavy too.
People were saying, like, a lot of the YouTubers that I watch were saying how like they're heavy. They're after you wear them for like an hour, so they get uncomfortable.
It's like wearing a pair of Tims.
Yeah, like they're terrible, dude.
Nah, Tim's comfortable.
Nah, they're not comfortable.
All right, so Joe, what do you think?
Yeah,
what you expecting? I mean, what's your hype?
What I'm expecting? I mean, I am going to Boston Gasso in the next 3 weeks or so. So maybe I'll record what I see there. You know, maybe make a little vlog or whatever. I'll be there, up there with my girlfriend. But what I'm looking for at the moment, or what I'm trying to cop, I don't really have anything set in stone. I do have shoes. There are shoes that I like and I did want. Like, for instance, the Off-White Blazers. I wanted the All Hallows Eve version. The cream color with the orange swoosh, which are, in my opinion, dope if you know how to wear them. A lot of people have mixed emotions about them because they look weird, right? But I like them.
I love those shits.
Are tough. The black ones are fucking insane.
Them shits are just different. Like I like the black pair too, but I like we said earlier, the I have the black Prestos.
Cream colorway is way better in my opinion.
I love the cream colorway.
I like the blacks because you could wear them on a daily. The creams you got a specific outfit for.
Yeah, exactly.
But they both
and then other than that, that's really all. Like I haven't I've been saving money lately for obviously personal reasons or whatever. Yeah. But if it came to me copying something soon, it would probably be those. And the only reason because, like I said, I wanted them for the longest since they came out.
Maybe this Halloween part 2.
I'm at BGS. So
those will be fire.
If I can find a
second version of those this year.
Nah, they won't. You know why they won't? Because they already made the Air Maxes. The Air Max Off-Whites are literally the same. I would not wear them like that. Those shits are trash. They're like Austin.
Get out here wearing shoes.
Is Austin
You're not
White?
Austin wearing shoes.
But is Austin White?
Yeah.
Not even racial. It's true.
Yeah.
It's not even a racial thing, but some dudes really do be rocking things differently. Yeah. Like there's certain Hispanics that rock. No matter what the shoe is.
Nah, the koalas wear them like that too.
Koalas, yeah. We're Hispanic, so we can say this.
But Kev, thank you for coming on the show.
No,
we truly appreciate you. This was a fun conversation we had. For all the viewers listening, for all the viewers watching on YouTube, we will be doing this HypeBeast podcast once every 2 weeks, and we will be trying to bring different content, different structure to each podcast. We want to make variety for everybody.
Yeah, hopefully we bring Kev along for the next podcast. Maybe he has some new stuff to showcase.
Definitely, we have a bunch of different genres that we're gonna be talking about. Like for instance, gaming with the E3 episode. This one's gonna be more of HypeBeast and stuff, cause that's one of my personal interests. And then obviously we have the movie reviews, music reviews, and any other interest that you viewers like. We would definitely talk about it in our what we call integrated world, where we just talk about everything in this world when it comes to news. Thank you guys for listening. Ming, did you want to plug any of your social medias?
Yeah, for sure. I post mainly everything I create on my Instagram. You can follow me on Mingling1997.
That's Mingling1997.
Yeah, MINGLING 1997. That's it.
And that's all?
Yep, I post most of my content on there. Anything that I create or do, I just post on there. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Ming. This wraps up our episode for today. Thank you guys for listening. I'm Joey with my co-hosts here, Ray and John, and we are integrated. Peace.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.